An older one said, if everything comes your way, you are in the wrong lane. But this is not how drivers who transport Khat see it. For them, the priority is that Miraa is delivered from Meru to Nairobi within the shortest time possible.
For example, Miraa ilikuwa tunafunga. Kama ile iko chini inaweza saa na kiflow sana inaharibika. Kwa tunaenda hivyo ile pepo ingia kwa Miraa ndio Miraa iko.
Though it is well known that Miraa drivers flout traffic rules and ignore courtesy on roads, not many Miraa users are willing to pull down their tower of carts to lop their tall poppies. Instead, they discuss Miraa drivers as if in admiration of the neck-breaking speeds that leave drivers using the route from Maua to Nairobi shaken. It's about 7 p.m. and it's a Miraa peak hour. Maua town is a beehive of activity as Miraa dealers flock pick and drop points near the market. Activities in the small town make it look like the start of a working day. Motorbikes, cars, especially Proboxes and Toyota Hiluxes, throng from all directions to drop or pick Miraa. A visitor can hardly tell the right driving direction or even differentiate the pedestrian way from the main road. Pedestrians, while some are carrying big loads of Miraa on their heads and others clutching them on their chests, crisscross the main road recklessly. It is up to drivers to wait for them to clear the road, because if you hit one, it will be another near-to-death experience of a charged mob dealing with you for killing a Miraa dealer. It usually takes about 4 to 5 hours for most motorists driving from Maua to Nairobi, but not for Miraa drivers. Capital FM News attempted to follow several cars from Maua town. Though we were driving at 150 kilometers per hour, the cars we attempted to follow disappeared from sight within seconds. Miraa dealers are very cautious and suspicious whenever they spot strangers around. Their suspicion stems from the move by Britain and the Netherlands to ban Miraa in their countries. After negotiations, sometimes accompanied by insults, they agreed to be interviewed.
Nikona kama 10 years nikiendesha hizi magari. Sisi tunakuanga na experience na madereva watu wanakuanga wameendesha magari kwa muda mrefu. Tunaendesha magari tukiwa careful sana. Hata magari yetu inaanga accident mingi.
Hakuna madereva wanaendesha gari mbaya, kila madereva nao wanaendesha mzuri. Watu wanashtukia hizo magari ya Miraa kushtukia. Lakini sisi tunaendaga mzuri. Miraa na watu ndio muhimu. Miraa ni miti ya kutoka kwa shamba.
They all said they never exceed the speed of 100 kilometers per hour.
I'm a father of 2. I have a family and I care about my family very much. Na familia yangu najua kwanza mbele. So si eti mimi ni mtu ambaye hana maisha, eti mtu ambaye hana namna, hana mwelekeo.
Miraa that's a bad perception. Ukiendesha gari unaendesha tu vile unaendesha gari nyingine, hata gari kidogo ama lori ama bus. Sio lazima uwe speed. I'm very careful. Very sober. I care for my life. I care naogopa maisha ya watoto wangu. Even other road users. Sio mimi peke yangu. Najua hata kama ukiendesha gari haujali maisha yako peke yako. Unajali maisha ya mtu yule yako karibu na wewe, hiyo gari nyingine. Unajali hata maisha ya ng'ombe ile kwa barabara. Unajali maisha ya kila kitu.
Naftali, who has been a driver for over 20 years, admits it takes him 3 hours to get to Nairobi. He further blames all accidents involving Miraa drivers on police and other road users.
Lakini mtokea na maisi gari zingine. At least kama mtu anajaribu kuepa gari, anatoka kwa barabara na anapata accident. Ama for example kuna gari za personal, unakuta gari nyingine iko slow. So na huko sikendi ukianza kubreak.
Though they deny overspeeding, according to records, Miraa drivers have caused multiple accidents. In June 2012, 2 students were injured when a speeding Miraa vehicle hit them as they were crossing a road at Diba village, Kirinyaga County. On March 24, 2015, 2 people died after a pickup ferrying Miraa collided with a lorry near Wamumu in Mwea, Kirinyaga County. A week after, 8 more people were killed in a grisly accident after another pickup ferrying Miraa to Nairobi collided with a lorry and a matatu along Meru-Embu Highway. On May 7th this year, a Miraa driver died on the spot in Narumoru town when transporting Miraa to Nairobi. There are measures put in place to manage speeds on Kenyan roads. But the worry is, accidents caused by Miraa vehicles are still happening. Miraa drivers are still overspeeding. Is there too much speak about managing speeds without action?
You've seen the speeds, the maneuvers, the amazing rush to transport Miraa. From the self-proclaimed kings of the road. But how do they attain such speeds? How does a fully loaded Miraa car take 2 hours and 15 minutes from Meru to Nairobi when a PSV would take 5 hours? And how come they have few or no accidents? Just how are these vehicles always in top gear, and never mind their heavy load? Let's find out. Ever wonder why, apart from the speeds, the Miraa vehicle causes little or no accidents? That they have an enviable and almost impeccable safety record even as they carry heavy loads at almost breakneck speed? Well, Mohamed Warsame, who has been a driver for over 11 years, tells us why. He says it's not as easy to become a Miraa driver.
Na hii driving school inaweza kuwa upewe 2 kilometers uendeshe hii gari vile kuingisha gear na kuitoa peke yake. Hii kwanza mimi nachukua experience ya macho. Vile huyu driver anaendesha gari. Vile ana engage, vile ana disengage. Kutoka hapa mpaka Mandera ni 1500 kilometers. Nimekaa naye mwezi moja bila kudara hiyo gari. Sasa hiyo macho imekuwa total experience. Okay, siku ile atanijaribu kuendesha, atajaribu kunipatia gari niendeshe, sio atanipatia kilomita moja. Unaona? Nitaendesha akiniona niko sawa, ananiambia okay, twende kazi. Lakini driving school mimi mwenyewe nimepitia. Uweze endesha zaidi ya 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers.
It's clear that the speeds then are a work of a rigorous training and eventual vetting process of their own. After all, the Miraa brings in about $1 million shillings turnover per trip. But why the high speed? One may be tempted to ask, why can't the cars and drivers stop over and take the trip the next day? Well, it's all about the quality of Khat, or Miraa as we call it.
Na ile kitu inabeba ni very perishable. Unaiogopa iungue. Unaiogopa iwe expired because it is one day expired. Ile umebeba leo ukipeleka kesho kutwa haiwezi uzwa kwa sababu kesho kutwa kuna nyingine itenda. Barabara ni mbaya na gari lazima ikimbizwe kisasa.
Man and machine, the mix that makes the Miraa cars tick or move at super speeds while laden with a huge load. But there exists a backstory. In Maua, in Meru town, we find this garage. Now, it's not your ordinary garage. This is where critical modifications are made to the vehicles, the Miraa vehicles. It is here that the cars are tweaked to make them super perform, if you may use such a term. It's an intricate and delicate affair. But because of the speeds and huge loads, it is a really costly affair.
Okay, kuna bush ambayo unaenda night trip mbili. Each ni 500. Unabadilisha bush 4. Okay, isitoshe kuna brakes. Brake ya mbele diski gari inatumia trip 3 ama trip 4. It is 12,000 shillings. Ikienda 4,000 kilometers inafanyiwa engine service, oil service. Oil service inaweza kula kitu kama 10,000. Hii magurudumu kila moja inauzwa shilingi 22,000, 23,000. Magurudumu ya mbele na ya nyuma si sawa. Ya mbele ndio bei kali kuliko ya nyuma. Ya mbele moja ni 35,000. Kwa sababu barabara mbaya haiwezi tumia 6 trips.
But perhaps the biggest modification in the car is the additional leaf springs. That's why no matter how heavy the load, the car remains stable and does not incline like other loaded cars. Once the modifications are made, then it is time to get the car on the road. Perhaps an interesting thing about the vehicles is that different types exist for different places. These Toyota Land Cruisers travel to Mandera and parts of northeastern Kenya, an area that has some of the roughest roads in the country.
Gari kivunjika mahali ni hasara nyingine kubwa. Lazima uangane taa ya gari na mawe na miti, ndio wewe unaangalia macho hivi usiku nzima. Hata pengine maisha yako ya macho itakuwa kidogo sana kwa sababu ya kuangalia taa.
Then there are those that go to Nairobi, and the latest entrant after the night travel ban, the lorry that itself has been modified. Look at the sides, cut off for aeration purposes. These vehicles will leave Meru and head straight to Mombasa. They too do a considerable speed, day and night. They are on the road to deliver miraa. The miraa business is the golden goose for residents of Meru County. Like any business, it is constantly evolving, and its many beneficiaries have the necessary motivation to adapt to the ever-changing business dynamics. They say they will continue to find more ways to make the green gold that is miraa put food on their tables and see their children go through schools.